So at the age of 2, I wanted to be a pilot. By the time I turned 5, I wanted to be a medical doctor. Time went by and so did my dreams. I turned 12 and I wanted to be a mechanical engineer or an aeronautical engineer. By 15, I was sure I wanted to be a chemist, which brings back memories. My name is Laulu Bitoye, and this is Crit 516. In my final days of secondary school, we had a so-called career counselor come to our classes to advise us towards our future careers. And I remember clearly that she went about the class asking each person what they wanted to become. And when it got to my turn, I stood up boldly with a grin on my face, proud of what I was about to say, like no one else had said anything close to what I wanted to become. I told her, I want to become a chemist. And she looked at me with a strange, quizzical look, which said, chemist. And then she turned to my colleagues and asked them, is he an Igbo boy? I was shocked. Like, what has me being an Igbo boy or whatever tribe has to do with the fact that I want to be a chemist? And in that moment of epiphany, it hit me. Oh, chemist, Igbo boy. Meaning it's the Igbo boys who want to open a shop selling drugs, which we call chemist. And I had to like, oh no man, that's not what I meant. I meant I would like to be a chemist, someone who studies chemistry and applies it to everyday life. And so I was like, okay, that's good too. And without further ado, she moved to the next student. I sat down disappointed. I sat down confused. Had I picked the wrong career? Had I made a mistake? Or there's something wrong with being a chemist? Because unlike everybody else who had mentioned doctor, who had mentioned engineer, who had mentioned being a lawyer, she had something to say to them. But to me, nothing. And that was really puzzling. And for my young mind, I had to go back home and actually really consider, is being a chemist really a good thing? And from that moment on, my passion for actually being a chemist had begun to waver. I moved on to the university. Of course, I actually did go ahead to study chemistry, but there was still that part of me that wasn't so sure anymore. But I knew I loved chemistry. I understood it like crazy. I read Ababio like 3 times cover to cover before the end of secondary school. I went beyond our syllabus always because I just had a thirst for knowledge. But somehow I entered the university and the story was different. My passion had begun to waver, and then a new love for something else began to thrive. My love for tech. And as my love for tech, which had always been there, began to evolve, I began to give more attention to it. I started dwindling in my passion for chemistry. I was still studying it, I had no choice, and I was not ready to actually change directions. So I continued studying chemistry while still feeding my passion in tech and kept on building on that. Along the way in tech, of course, I enjoy talking, I enjoy communicating, I enjoy passing information along. I came across some people and then I got mixed into media. Hence, I went on radio. And my love for media, radio, presenting, anchoring, and stuff like that began to arise. But this time around, my love for media didn't quench my love for tech. Instead, I was able to synergize both of them. That grew even more. And just along the way, I discovered I loved imparting knowledge. I love teaching. So that joined my set of passions too. And on and on and on, I began to wax on different parts of my gift and talent, all still fueling my passion, all still fueling my longing for fulfillment, doing what I love to do. What am I trying to say actually? It's the fact that don't let anyone box you into the fact that you are meant to do only one thing. Don't let anything, any career, any job, any relationship box you into the fact that this is what you're meant to do. Stay in your lane, stay in your field, stay in your path. If you have the passion, if you have the gift, if you have a thirst to actually learn, you don't necessarily have to know anything about it. You don't necessarily have to have a natural gift for it. All you need is the desire. All you need is the innate passion to actually pursue it. And if you do, that's all you need. If my dad could actually pick up a love for fashion to actually learn to sew at the age of 60, then who are you at whatever age not to be able to pursue anything, any career line, any new skill you want to learn? Forget the naysayers who say it's too hard. Oh no, it's only for some specific set of people. Oh, you didn't study sciences in school, so you can't go into programming. You didn't study the arts while you were in secondary school, so you can't actually go into a set of media right now. Forget the naysayers. If you really want it, go for it. It may be completely different from what you're used to. It may not be close to what you're doing right now. Go for it. And no one says you have to drop one for the other. If you have the desires, the passion like I did, you can combine them. You can combine the most on similar fields. Who would have thought I would ever be able to combine tech, chemistry, and media? Yeah, tech, chemistry, and media. I studied chemistry, but here was my love for tech. In my final year, because of the fact that no one in my department could deny the fact that I have a love for tech, I was the only student who was actually allowed to dabble into computational chemistry for my final year project, and I did wonderfully well, albeit most people didn't understand what I was doing. But I finally did it. While I was on campus, I was always thinking, how can I combine chemistry, this knowledge I'm picking, and my love for tech? And I was finally able to do it. So now I realize there is no field that cannot be combined. You just have to look for your own unique way of combining it. You are the link between any two fields, the link between any two career paths. If you can think it, you can make it work. We have biochemistry right now, we have bioinformatics, we have computational biology, we have anything can be mixed. We have land laws for crying out loud, we have business law, so business law, like anything can be combined. So if yours is fashion and then is law, combine fashion and law. If it's fashion and tech, if it's fashion and food, anything can be made. You don't have to be one thing. Be the best you, be the unique link, be, for crying out loud, a couple of years ago we would never have thought anything would come out of comedians. But here we are. So, yours is fashion, it's food. You love eating, you love tasting new food, you love playing games, you love soccer. Combine anything. Anything can be made into a new set of things. Just combine it to be the unique flavor that is needed to create a new sauce. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you get the idea. Be you. You've got all it takes to create a new field entirely. Your combination, the kind of music you like, may be different. It may be different from what everybody is used to. Combine it. See, don't be scared to show people what you like. It doesn't have to be what they like. It doesn't have to be the same thing as what everybody else is interested in. As long as you're interested in it, it's you. Bring out something unique that the world has never seen with it. Break that shackle. Break that chain that says you have to do one thing and turns into a robot. Expand your mind. Spread your wings. Spread your colors. Be you. Unapologetically be you. And you would realize that there is no one else like you. My name is Lauli Bitoye and this has been Crypt 516. Go ahead and just be you.